Have you ever been cut off mid-sentence? Happens at work, in relationships, even in arguments. What if 3 words could shut that down without yelling or begging? Being interrupted is not just annoying. It's a message, a power move. It tells you your voice doesn't matter as much as theirs. Most people don't even realize it when they give that permission away. They go quiet, they smile and say, "It's okay." They apologize for speaking, as if sharing their thoughts was a crime. And this has become normal. You think it's harmless? It's not. Every time you back down, every time you bite your tongue, every time you say, "Sorry, go ahead," you're teaching the world one dangerous thing. You don't value your voice. This isn't just a communication issue. This is a crisis of self-respect. Interruptions are not random. They're tests of your strength, of your certainty, of your presence. And in a world that glorifies loud mouths and chaos, learning how to hold space is not optional. It's survival. This is where Stoicism enters, not as a cold philosophy, but as a set of battle tools for a chaotic world. And today, I'll give you the 3 phrases, each only a few words long. That will change how people talk to you, listen to you, and most importantly, respect you. Number 1, let me finish. When people cut you off, it's not by accident. It's calculated, even if unconsciously. Every interruption sends one message loud and clear. You're not as important as me. They don't say it, but their actions scream it. And we let them, over and over. Why? Because most people are afraid of conflict, afraid that holding space means confrontation. So they fold, they whisper, "Sorry." They try to be the better person. But this isn't about being nice. It's about being respected. Let me finish is a command, not a request. It cuts through the noise with something far stronger than aggression, conviction. When you say, "Let me finish," and mean it, you're doing more than speaking. You're reprogramming how others relate to you. This isn't about getting the last word. It's about not surrendering your first one. There's something primal about it, because deep down, every person walking this earth knows what it feels like to be silenced, to be interrupted not just mid-sentence, but mid-thought, mid-truth. You were building something real, and someone decided to step over it like trash on the floor. That moment, if you let it go, kills something in you. Not because their words matter more, but because you just proved yours don't. But when you look someone in the eye and say, "Let me finish," slow, direct, no smiling, no soft edges, everything shifts. People don't respect those who tolerate being trampled. They respect those who defend their thoughts without apology. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to explain. In fact, the less emotion you bring into it, the more effective it becomes. Why? Because interruption is often a power grab, and power grabs feed off reaction. Raise your voice, get emotional, and they've already won. But answer it with stillness, with clarity, with a calm barrier like, "Let me finish." That's a rejection of their control. It shows they don't control your volume. They don't control your pace. They don't control your words. You do. And this isn't just about speaking in meetings or debates. It's about how you live. If people interrupt your words, they interrupt your life. It becomes habit. You start editing yourself before anyone else does. You start cutting your own sentences in half before someone else gets the chance. That's not humility. That's self-erasure. And no one will stop doing it until you stop letting them. The words, "Let me finish," rebuild your spine. They remind you that your sentence isn't over until you say it is. Try this. Next time you're in a conversation and someone tries to cut in, do this. Pause. Don't speed up. Don't raise your voice. Lock eyes. Ground yourself. And say, low and clear, "Let me finish." Then keep speaking. No explanation. No change in tone, no weakness. You'll feel it immediately. The shift. Their body language freezes. The interruption loses power. The energy re-centers on you. This isn't just a moment of authority. It's training. You are training the world to treat you with gravity. And the more you use this line, the more they'll feel it. Interrupting you comes with consequences, because when you speak, it matters. And when it matters, it deserves to land. You don't interrupt people you respect. And if you're constantly interrupted, ask yourself this. Have you taught them to respect your words? Or have you trained them to treat your voice like background noise? Use this phrase like a sword, not to attack, to draw the line. Speak. Be cut off. Draw the line, then finish your thought like your life depends on it. Because some days, it does. Number 2, hear this first. People listen selectively. They scan conversations like headlines. What feels urgent, they follow. Everything else? Ignored. Overridden. Forgotten. Interruptions happen when someone else believes their voice is more urgent than yours, that their thought must be heard now, and yours can wait. This phrase crushes that illusion. Hear this first. It is a hierarchy reset. It reorders attention, fast. You're not asking for time, you're claiming it. Why does it work? Because humans are wired to seek what matters first. It's survival. In danger, you want to hear the siren, not the soft voice. In urgency, you want to know what to do, fast. So when someone hears, "Hear this first," their brain reorients. It says, "This is priority. I'll wait." That's power. Not because you shouted, but because you spoke in the language of urgency, without panic, with authority. Now, this only works if you believe in what you're about to say. You can't fake gravity. You must say it like it's the most important sentence you've ever spoken, because to you, it is. Interruptions don't stop because you want them to. They stop because you out-prioritize them. Say it out loud. Hear this first. Then pause. Hold the pause. Then speak. This does 3 things. It signals value. It demands attention. It destroys momentum of interruption. Because interruption is often instinctive, people don't even realize they're doing it. But your phrase forces their mind back to the table. Suddenly you're not just speaking, you're commanding. And don't let that word scare you. Command is not domination, it's presence. It's the ability to steer attention without aggression. Say it in arguments. Say it in boardrooms. Say it to anyone who thinks they're the star of every sentence. Hear this first. You become the eye of the storm. Calm, but central. They can talk afterward, but not before. Most people are starving for this kind of presence. They don't realize it until they feel it. You give them what they didn't even know they were missing, a voice worth listening to. You don't have to beg people to hear you. Just give them a reason to stop and listen. And hear this first is your opening shot. Say it to your boss. Say it to your partner. Say it to the person who always dominates the room. Say it to the one who never gives you space. And when you do, mean it. Because when you use it, you're telling the world, my words are not optional. They are essential. Number 3, not yet. This is the quietest weapon in the arsenal. Not yet. 2 words. 0 noise. Maximum control. Where most people beg for space, this phrase creates it. Because what happens in an interruption? Someone tries to hijack the flow. They jump in, they step forward, they pull the spotlight, and most fold, freeze, retreat. But not you. You hold your ground. You lift your hand slightly. You look them in the eyes and say, not yet. That's it. And the moment you do, you've won. Because they were expecting chaos. They were prepared for resistance. but not for silence, not for restraint. You see, restraint is rare, and rare things command attention. Not yet is not about power over others. It's about power over yourself, and that is the hardest power to earn. People who can't control their own pace will never control a room. They rush, they interrupt, they fumble. But the one who owns silence, the one who can slow down time with just 2 words, that person dominates. Say it again. Not yet. It's not rude. It's not aggressive. It's precise. You are not denying their voice. You're denying their timing, because your voice is still speaking, and until it lands, nothing else moves. Use it in group settings. Use it when you're surrounded by louder voices. Use it when you're interrupted by impatience. Use it when someone tries to bulldoze your sentence. And when you say it, don't explain it. Don't soften it. Don't decorate it. Just say it. Hold eye contact and continue your point. It will shake the room, because it disrupts not just sound but flow. It's the conversational version of brakes on a speeding car, and it forces everyone to recalibrate. You set the tempo, you set the pace, you set the rules of engagement. Not yet isn't just a phrase. It's a boundary, a line drawn with elegance and finality, and the more you use it, the stronger you become, because you realize you never needed to fight to be heard. You only needed to stop letting people rush you. Speak, be interrupted, say, not yet. Finish your thought. Leave no air for disrespect. You've been interrupted your whole life, at school, at work, at the dinner table. You thought it was normal. It's not. It's a form of erosion, of self-worth, of respect, of presence. But now you've got weapons. Let me finish. Hear this first, not yet. Each one rewrites the rules. Each one stops interruptions in their tracks. Each one teaches the world. This voice matters. Use them, sharpen them, stand behind them. Because your words are not background noise, they are the signal, and the world needs fewer people who talk louder, and more people who talk with purpose. You don't just deserve to be heard, you demand it. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is how we help people find their voice again, in meetings, in relationships, in life. By supporting, you help someone like you hear this truth, someone who's been silenced too long,